Let me show you how to do the initial configuration on the CMF Phone 2 Pro. So once you turn on this phone, you can, for example, change the language in case you want to change the language to a different one. We can tap over here where we have the current language in order to choose a different one. And in some cases, in the case of some different languages, if you select the language, you can also choose the region as well. So after that, we need to tap on this arrow button over here in the middle in order to proceed. In my case, I can also choose the mobile data preference. That is because I am using two SIM cards at the same time. So in this case, I'm gonna choose the preferred SIM. There we go. Now we need to connect to our Wi-Fi. So we can choose the Wi-Fi from the list of networks over here. And you can also press over here, see all Wi-Fi networks in case some networks are missing, or if you cannot see your network over here. You can also set up offline if you want to by using this text over here, or you can use mobile network instead of Wi-Fi. So in my case, let me quickly connect. Oh, and also I should mention that if you go to the list of networks over here to the full list, at the bottom we have add new network. So if you tap over here, you can also use this QR code scanner in order to scan the Wi-Fi QR code if you prefer it that way. Alright, so I have connected to my Wi-Fi network, so now we can tap on it in order to proceed. So now let's wait for the next screen to appear. There we go. Over here we have the option to copy apps and data. If you go next, you can use other device in order to get everything from your old phone to this new one. However, you can also choose can't use other device in order to also try to use some sort of backup, I suppose. In that case, you should be able to log into the Google account. In my case, I want to perform a simple, clean initial setup, so I don't want to copy anything, so I'm just gonna proceed. And after that, I believe we should actually get the screen to sign into Google, if I'm not mistaken. There we go, yeah. So over here we can use our credentials in order to sign in. You can also create an account if you need one, or you can skip this process by using the skip button here. And then you can choose if you will be using this device or your child if you actually signed into your Google account. In my case, I'm gonna use this device. I'm just gonna select next. Then over here we have to agree to terms of service. And let's proceed. Now we can immediately set up a screen lock password. So if you want to, you can do that. You can set up the PIN code. You can also press screen lock options in order to find different password types. Or you can skip this process by using this skip text over here, and I'm gonna do that. Of course, later on, we can still create a screen lock password by simply going to settings. If you actually prefer to immediately set up a password, then you can do just that and follow the instructions that you will see on the screen. After that, we have Google services, so we can agree to use location. We can also allow scanning. Besides that, we have the option to send usage and diagnostic data, all of which can be enabled and disabled by tapping on the switcher. And let's press accept. Then we can choose to create backups of our device. So we can back up photos and videos as well as other device data that is listed over here. You can just turn on, you can check on these boxes in order to select what you want to backup. Or you can simply press don't backup if you don't want to create backups on your Google account. After that, we need to choose the default browser and search engine that we want to use. If you don't know what to choose, most likely you can just simply pick Google Chrome, as I think this is the most popular choice and it just simply does the job. Anything else will be fine as well. So you can either pick whatever you prefer, or if you don't know what to choose, like I said, you can just choose Google Chrome. Then we're gonna press set as default. Then over here from this list of search engines, the most popular choice is of course Google. So let's select it and let's set as default. Then over here we can continue the setup in order to finalize this whole process, or we can just leave, and later on you will receive a notification that you can finish the setup. But if you choose to leave and get reminder now, you will just go to the home screen. In my case, I'm just gonna continue in order to show you how it looks like, what we can get over here. So in this case, we have the quick share option, which we can use. So we need to scroll all the way down in order to press I agree. In that case, I actually want to use the quick share option. Then over here we have Gemini. So here we need to press continue. Then we can also set up the Hey Google voice command in order to activate Gemini with the voice command. In my case, I don't want to use it, so I'm just gonna select no thanks. Then over here we can also set up the Google Pay, so you can add your credit or debit card in order to already have it prepared for your phone. In my case, I don't want to do that. I can also set it up later, just like anything else. And then over here we have some additional options that you can go through in order to finalize the initial configuration, such as you can add another Google account, you can change the wallpaper, change the text size, or review additional apps. In my case, I don't want to do any of these things, so I'm just gonna select no thanks. Then we have terms and conditions of nothing company, so we're gonna proceed. Over here we can agree to use the user experience program, we can use the system stability program, and we also receive nothing notifications. I actually don't want to receive nothing notifications, so I'm just gonna tap on the switcher to turn this off. The other two options, I can keep them. It's up to you which one you prefer to use. So let's proceed. There's also the introduction of the essential key, which is located on the right side below the power button. So we can press next. And then over here we have the information what is new in the new operating system, the OS 3.0. So you can scroll through here in order to find out how it looks like. So we can just go next. There we go. Then we have the option to choose our visual style. So we can choose normal, typical Android style, or you can switch to the nothing style. I actually slightly prefer the nothing style, so I'm gonna choose this one, and then I'm gonna finish the setup. And there we go, we are now in the home screen. We can go to the app drawer, etc. Everything works just fine. So the initial configuration is done. Now you can start, for example, installing your apps that you use daily and so on, or you can change the wallpaper and much more. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next videos. Bye!